Honey Badger here. So last summer I had put out a DIY about a tenant that had a resin breakout on their water softener, and the resin went through the entire house, all the piping, all the fixtures, everywhere, and it was a major pain to clean up. Um, and you can find that video on my channel. So today, a year later, I'm going to try to do something to prevent that from happening at my house. So I've purchased a whole house filter that I'm going to install downstream of the water softener. Now, most people normally would put one of these right at the entry to the water supply, but I'm mainly concerned about resin. So I don't really care if the water gets unfiltered into the softener. I just want to make sure it doesn't get into my house if the water softener fails for any reason. So I'll kind of show you what I'm doing. Right now I've got the softener hooked up with these two flex pipes. I think they're 18-inch flex pipes, water heater flex pipes. And I'm going to be doing using the same principle just to attach the water heater. A lot of times people will, plumb it hard PVC or copper. I'm just going to do it the easy way and use the flex pipes. So I'm going to show you what I've got here. So I've already mounted a back panel here that I'm going to mount this to, and that thing hanging over there is what's used to get the bottom of the filter off. And I've already marked the locations for the 4 screws that go here. This is I'll show you what this is. It's a GE, let's see if I can get this, GE GX WH40L. And it's got a pretty hefty filter, and this thing is really pretty heavy. So I didn't want to rely on just having some anchors pounded into the wall or something with this, because it's empty and it's very heavy, and when you add the filter in the water it's going to be quite heavy. So I'm just going to mount it to this back panel, and then I've got this flex pipe that I've already purchased and installed here. This is going to go on the outlet side of the water heater, so that this is the inlet to the filter, and then on the outlet to the filter I'll be going here to what is currently the outlet of the water softener. So if anything happens with this water softener, all the resin is going to get trapped right here, and it's going to save my piping and my water heater as well from getting resin inside. So that's basically what I'm doing. Doesn't really require a lot of instruction, but I want to show you what I've done. Once I have it mounted, I'll show you the final configuration. And if you have a water softener, go watch my other video and see what a terrible ordeal it is if you have a problem with your water softener and the resin breaks out and starts flowing through your system. It basically can just shut off all the water in your entire house. And if you have a plumber fix it, it can cost thousands of dollars to clean up. I did it myself in my video at this tenant's house, and I just don't ever want to do it again. So anyway, hopefully this will help you, and take that seriously. Take the resin breakout seriously, because seriously, it is not fun, and you definitely want to have a way to prevent it. And this is really actually the only way to really prevent it. Okay, I've got it all hooked up. The part that I was waiting for was this adapter here to connect these two hoses together. And I'm just going to show you what that part is. It's just a threaded adapter, 1 inch. Now I have a 1 inch supply system. You can also get these for 3/4 inch supplies, which is actually what I thought I I didn't bother to check before I ordered, so I ordered one of these in 3/4 and I had to send it back. So this is a 1 inch, and I've got the outlet going to the inlet of the filter here, and then the outlet going into my house piping through this. So pretty simple to do this way if you just use flex pipe. This model is rated for 4 gallons per minute. I'm actually running 7.3 gallons per minute according to my softener. I've got the laundry room full open. You're supposed to flush these after you install them. So you flush it for 40 gallons. Oh, and you may have noticed, I'm gonna have to take this apart again because it is dripping right here on both sides. And I did use Teflon tape, and they did say not to tighten these too tight, but I keep tightening them and they keep dripping. Very slow drip. So my only recourse, I guess, is to take them off, put a lot more Teflon tape on them, and try tightening them up again. I was not expecting that, but all of these other connections are just fine. So it's just the connections to this guy here. So to install this, what I did was I found a stud here, and I marked where it was. I found the next one over with a stud finder and measured the distance between centers. Then I took this plate here, a piece of wood, and I drilled top and bottom the same distance apart. Then I've got some like 2.5 inch deck screws that I used, and I countersunk and drilled pilot holes in here. Then I held this up and I drilled holes in the sheetrock, just enough to see where those 4 holes are. Then I took 2.5 inch screws and I started them up and made them protrude like maybe 1/8 of an inch past the board on all 4, and then I put the board up. I found the holes where they went into the holes, and then I held it on and screwed it on. Just that way I just made sure that I had everything exactly where it needed to be. Then I drilled some pilot holes for this. This thing is really, really heavy, so it's going to be hard for you to put these on while you're holding this up. You might need a little help. I had the water softener to help me brace myself while holding it up and screwing it in. And I mean, that's really it. And you get the flex pipes, and very simple. So like I say, for my installation, the only purpose I have this here for is to prevent a resin breakout of my water softener going into my water pipes. If you don't have a water softener, then you get a different situation. But that's why I have this. I don't ever want to have to deal with a resin breakout again. And also, this is the little hanger. I'm hanging this to help loosen this piece. You take it off, you re-grease the O-ring with food grade silicone grease, and then when you replace your filter, and and just screw it back on and tighten it. And then this guy here, you can turn this supply off with this. You also have a bleed valve, a bleed button right here to get the air out of it. Once you replace the filter, you got to press this until you get water coming out to bleed it. And this is also reversible, so you can go inlet. You can have the inlet on the left or right side. This cover comes off and it'll go on the opposite side, and this comes off and it'll go on the opposite side, and there's a cap up here. And then there's also a timer for this, which I have over here, and I'm going to set this and so now I've set it and it'll start flashing in 90 days. Kind of gimmicky, honestly, but it came with it, and I wanted a good solid unit. So anyway, that's how I did it. If you want to do the same thing to yours, it's really not that hard. So I hope this video helps you.